In universe substances, there is nothing that belongs to spirit. Also, spirit has none of the properties that belong to universe substances. In our universe, imagining and comprehending the disposition of spirit is out of the question. For, among universe matter there is no word, no form at all sufficient to explain or identify it in detail. To accept the imperativeness of its existence without trying to study its disposition is the most suitable way to the truth. Therefore, any similarity in any aspect, any direct relation or even proximity between spirit and any universe substance is quite unthinkable. And any transition from one of them to another, that is, a direct exchange occurring between them, is also impossible. Between spirit and universe substances there is an infinite inaccessibility. There is no such thing as the spirit within a body or on earth or in the universe. Everything in the universe is all matter. And every event, every state and form are but myriad states and appearances of matter. Spirit is not in the universe. Then where is it? Because the concepts of within and without, inside and outside, are realities particular to the universe, yet it cannot be said that spirit is outside of universe, because the outside of the universe is the inside of another universe. That is, there is no empty field which is outside of the universe. However, looking at these words and imagining universes as spheres within each other is also a mistake. No such thing exists. Actually, accepting universes as ever-widening spheres within each other would mean assigning spaces for them and drawing borders for such spaces, and this is wrong. Naturally, imagining the meaning and objectivity of these words by human comprehension is not possible. It is only possible to intuit this up to a point by contemplation. In order to give this intuition, we will show you an example. However, it is necessary not to take this example literally and to contemplate it in order to gain an intuition of it. Reflect a projector with white glass into an empty space, and let the appearance of the white-colored light of this projector be the possibilities in a certain universe substance. This is a whole universe in itself, with all of its truths and realities. Now, change the white glass of this projector with a blue one. This time a blue-colored projector light will appear. This is also another universe which is completely different in quality and in possibilities than the previous one. For not to deviate into wrong thinking, it is necessary to mention a point with great care, which is that, like the blue projector we have mentioned, it is necessary never to think of imperatives, which again always exist with space, such as the idea that the white projector vanished and the blue projector replaced it, or that these two projectors are joined to each other and have created a mixed light combination, or again that one of these projectors has waned or changed on behalf of the other. Here, both projectors have their own existence without mixing with the other, without engaging in any kind of exchange, without losing anything from all their particular values and qualities, as if there is no other projector light than itself. This situation must be intuited at a deep level. So, the existence of two universes may be intuited without assigning any space to them. When the projectors here are understood in this sense, they are neither inside nor outside of each other, nor do they occupy each other's space. Now, consider that these projector glasses we take as symbols are not in two colors, but in 3, 5, 100 and infinite colors, and that they all manifest in the same manner. Then you will gain powerful insights about the infinite existence of universe substances outside the concepts of time and space, without mixing with each other, without any question of relationship. So, when the situation of spirit in relation to these infinite universes that know no space and limit is being considered, attempting to assign to it a space that is bound to human comprehension on which mankind depends and which is insufficient even to encompass universes, is the biggest mistake. Therefore, regarding spirits utilizing all universes as if they are in a deep embrace with them, without thinking of any direct relationship of spirits to any of these universes, without bringing up any direct contact of spirits to their substances even in the most distant manner, suffice it to say that spirits are quite beyond all concepts of universe substances. To reach any further intuition than this is not possible for our world. The universe is not the only one. Universes are infinite. And the infiniteness of the universes is an imperative of absolute inaccessibility and unattainability. None of these infinite universes carries the quality of any other. And every universe's character emerges with its fundamental substance, which is its principle. Our universe's fundamental or original substance is the matter state that is absolute, motionless and amorphous. Spirit, which is active and in need of evolution, is a purpose for passive universes. That is, spirits meet their needs as they see the reflections of their behaviors over and over upon universe substances. Therefore, universes are the field that respond to the needs of spirits, which we call evolution. We express this symbolically as, universes are milieux, each one particular to their substances, that are useful for the applications of spirits and that reflect the consequences of these applications back to spirits. Spirits which are active evolve by indirectly using, according to their needs, the infinite possibilities of myriad universe substances which are passive. If the universes did not exist, neither would the sublime needs of spirits that we do not know about be met, nor would the reason for the existence of universes remain if the spirits did not exist. These go together and are always in tandem with each other, to such a degree that, although an absolute and infinite inaccessibility and unattainability exists between these two, they are nevertheless, as it were, closely intertwined with each other. Here, this question comes to mind, seeing that there is such absolute inaccessibility and unattainability between spirits and universes, then how can spirits use all the possibilities of universes, even down to the tiniest particle, and how can spirits and universes embrace each other as if they were intertwined? First of all, let us say that relations between spirits and universes that are separated from each other with an absolute inaccessibility and unattainability never ever occur directly but instead occur in indirect ways. Here, it is necessary and imperative to state a great truth, which is as follows. There are high principles governing both, above the myriad universes, which are organized following each other in an infinite sequence, with each one's quality composed of different substances and each more encompassing than the other and containing infinite variations, as well as above the spirits, which have infinite expansion and profundity and which will continue their endless evolution in these universes, and they determine, evaluate and affirm all states and destinies of spirits and universes in both a forward and backward direction. Of their qualities, we can neither know nor have the slightest insight. For, this great truth is above the infinite spirit realm and the infinite chain of universe substances, and separated from them by an absolute inaccessibility and unattainability. We cannot afford to say a word or to put forward an idea about the explanation of this truth we call the original principle. For, no power, capability, comprehension or intuition that may allow it exists in our matter universe and cannot exist. However, we will mention this great truth, which is the unattainability of unattainability, with a symbolic name, as the original principle. Every truth, within the universes, above the universes and among the spirits, are under the governance and order of the original principle. All those occurrences, fluxes and everything can only be realized by its necessities. We leave all divine concepts about this to mankind's degrees of comprehension and especially their ability to intuit. So, this apparent state of embracing each other, despite the inaccessibility and unattainability between spirits and universes, is realized by the necessities of this sublime principle we call the original principle. The force of the original principle, which on the one hand takes in spirits, these are symbolic expressions, also on the other hand takes in universes. And spirits and universes, in the presence of this sublime principle, are reflected in each other as if being reflected by a mirror. Naturally, this concept of a mirror is again symbolic, and this symbol should not be placed with the original principle. Here, the point is to express the smallest aspect of the force of the original principle belonging to the relation of universes and spirits, by referring to the mirror symbol, and we can only express it in such a way. Now, let us expand this knowledge with worldly language. Influences coming from the original principle set the amorphous universe substances in motion according to the needs of spirits. And there they form infinite variations of matter-substance. Therefore, in regard to substance comparison, spirit is not within the universe, but in regard to its representation and expression within the universe substance through a subtle matter being, it is within the universe. So, as they will be revisited in the following topics, we have provided here the first knowledge about the aim towards which the forming and transitions of matter are directed. Manifestation of a matter, that is, its emergence with its own particular properties amidst other matter in its milieu, means first of all its involvement in relation to other matter states and forms in certain proportions and degrees, more correctly, the fact that it is within means of interaction with them. So it means that the more the multitude and scope of influences a matter receives and gives, the more that matter manifests and the higher the stages of development it is in. Of course, there is the order, sequence and ways of a matter's relations with its milieu. The order and sequence are executed by myriad influences coming from above, below, left and right to the matter combinations in accordance with the harmony of sublime principles. And the purpose of this execution is to allow spirits to evolve by utilizing matter. Thus, if a spirit no longer needs a matter combination and does not act towards it, all motions of that matter combination, which are seen in the milieu it is in, vanish, and all of its values which are particular to that moment cease to be, and we describe this, in mankind's language, as a kind of death or disintegration of that matter combination.